Coming up, Health Minister Michael Ferguson again under fire. Accidental overdoses on the rise. And the new look, Freycinet Lodge opens its doors. Plus, what the coaches have to say about the TSL.
Across Tasmania, this is Win News.
Tonight, police hunt two people after a man is stabbed at Rochalee. The Health Minister under fire for ignoring a senior clinician. And why Hobart's Planning Committee can't agree on height limits for the capital. Good evening, I'm Bruce Roberts. Also tonight, Launceston's QV Mag admits to losing a pencil drawing by an acclaimed Australian artist. Plus, the doors open to the new look Freycinet Lodge. Two people are on the run after a 24-year-old man was stabbed in the neck at Rochalee overnight. His father was also injured during the altercation, which police say involved ex-lovers.
The drama unfolded around 8 o'clock last night.
And the best thing that they could do is just come here and hand themselves in.
Holly Corbett, Win News.
Victoria Police is continuing to assist Tasmanian detectives with an investigation into the murder of Launceston man Jake Anderson Bretner. The painstaking search is also continuing for his remains a week after a torso believed to be that of the 24-year-old was discovered in Tasmania's northeast.
We need a little bit of luck in relation to it, but we've got lines of inquiry and we're continuing on in those.
Yesterday, he blew off the advice of a senior clinician. Today, the Health Minister was back in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Michael Ferguson was grilled on the state of the health system in a fiery question time, but the Premier insists it's in better condition than ever before.
It's this run-in with a well-known Tasmanian specialist that's landed the Health Minister in hot water. Dr Frank O'Keefe gate-crashed Michael Ferguson's press conference at the Royal yesterday, making the most of a golden opportunity to raise his concerns about a shortage of beds.
Tasmania's Property Council fears a decision on Hobart's building height limit won't be made until after the local government elections. Last night, the council's planning committee failed to agree on a recommended limit for the capital.
It's an issue growing by metres every day.
It was going to be 40 metres, then 45 metres, and now it's 60 metres.
Lucy Braden, Win News.
Launceston City Council has admitted to losing a pencil drawing by renowned Australian artist Brett Whiteley. Staff at the Queen Victoria Museum and Art Gallery are conducting a review of the archiving and auditing practices after being unable to locate the work called Wave 5. The Freycinet Lodge renewal project is officially complete, with the region already reaping the benefits. The developments are already attracting more visitors to the region and has gained global attention for its architecture.
It's a small corner of the world, booming in popularity.
I think about 5 years ago there was probably 170,000 visitors to the Freycinet National Park every year, and we're now at about 270,000 and fast approaching 300,000.
And after the break this Tuesday, meet Tasmania's newest award-winning chef and an icy blast as winter draws to a close. Tasmanian chef who prides herself on letting local produce speak for itself is gaining attention on the national stage. Ali Curry-Vermaat has picked up a gong at one of Australia's most prestigious food industry awards.
Within the grounds of the historic Willow Court in the picturesque Derwent Valley, the creative juices are flowing, with the team at the Agrarian Kitchen working with whatever fresh produce is on offer.
Tasmania's icy blast has created a winter wonderland across parts of the state and made for some challenging driving conditions along the Midland Highway today, with police urging motorists to take care on the icy roads. And it is not over yet, with another couple of chilly nights on the way before things start to warm up as spring arrives. Hayley Francis joins us soon with more details. Time for some Tuesday night sport with Amy Duggan, and worst fears realised. A Glenorchy Stars season is over, Ames.
Absolutely unfortunate, isn't it, Bruce? Following an injury against Launceston on Saturday. Details next on that. Also tonight, the TSL's 7 coaches have their say on the current state of the game. Sport, 5 of the TSL's 7 coaches admit they don't have faith in AFL Tasmania's ability to take the game forward. In an exclusive survey conducted by Win News, just one club leader backed the competition's umpires, with the rest saying they're not up to scratch.
Win News sent a list of questions to the TSL's 7 coaches to get their thoughts on the current state of the game. When asked how many teams the competition should have in it, one coach suggested it be reduced to 6. 4 said 8 was the magic number, others thought 9 or 10. Following Burnie and Devonport's exit from the competition, 5 coaches say they'd like to see a team back on the northwest coast, while most agree all finals should be played at either UTAS Stadium or Blunston Arena. When it comes to how the competition is run, club leaders have little faith in the system. Just 2 say they have confidence in AFL Tasmania's management team to take the game forward. Umpires too are in the firing line. The men in green have the support of just 1 coach, with the remaining 6 saying they're not up to standard. But there are plenty of positives, including the huddle analyst system, promotion of the game including social media, the standard of play on field and the opportunity to provide a top-tier league. When asked who the competition's best player was, all but 2 voted for North Launceston's Brad Cox-Goodyear. When it comes to the competition's best coach, it was a tie between Jeremy Webberley and Darren Winter, with North Hobart's Richard Robinson also highly regarded. Roos skipper Brady Jones is touted as the competition's best captain ahead of Demon Hugh Williams. Sharon Egger is tipped as the one to watch, nominated as the league's rising star. Finally, 5 of the 6 coaches have tipped North Launceston to secure back-to-back premierships.
In a major blow to its premiership hopes, Glenorchy's worst fears have been confirmed, with star player Jay Bowden ruled out for the rest of the season. The 3-time league best and fairest suffered ligament damage to his ankle during Saturday's win over Launceston. Still on footy, and Lindisfarne will be hoping to break a long-standing premiership drought when it runs out in this year's SFL Grand Final. The 2 Blues have played in 5 season deciders over the past 10 years, falling at the final hurdle on every occasion.
The 2 Blues called in an ex-Clarence coach in a bid to break their premiership hoodoo.
We had Grant Fagan come over a couple of weeks ago and just have a chat to us.
The 2 Blues qualified for the big dance after smashing Claremont at Anzac Park. That means the Magpies now take on Huonville in this weekend's preliminary final. In the NWFL, Burnie and Ulverston will meet for a place in the grand final on Saturday afternoon. The loser will meet either Wynyard or Latrobe in the prelim a week later. In Division 1 of the NTFA, South Launceston awaits the winner of Bracknell and Hillwood, while it's do or die for Scottsdale and Longford in the elimination final. And in Division 2 of the competition, Evandale is already through to the big one. They'll take on the winner of St Pat's and East Coast. Brent Costello, Win News.
That is tonight's Sport, Bruce.
Thank you very much for that, Amy. Hayley Francis joins us now with some weather details. And how are conditions looking for tomorrow, Hales?
Evening, Bruce and Amy. Well, we can expect a bit of patchy rain about the east coast tomorrow, but otherwise mostly fine, following widespread morning frost. I'll have all the details next. Welcome back. Showers fell about the south and east today, with snow falling about elevated parts. Elsewhere, conditions were fine, although mostly cloudy. Tonight's weather picture is thanks to Charlotte, who captured this beauty, a mesmerising sunrise at Sandy Cape. Thanks again, Charlotte. Don't forget, if you would like to see one of your weather photos on screen, please email them to tasweather@winnetwork.com.au. Taking a look around the state today. The mercury slipped 3 to 6 degrees below average in most places, King Island reaching a top of 12 degrees. The same for Burnie and Devonport, as Wynyard saw a low of -2. Winds gusted to 35 kilometres an hour at Strawn this afternoon. Swansea received the most rainfall from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m, up to 8 millimetres, and 0 to 9 degrees for Huonville. On the satellite and synoptic chart, a deep low over the Tasman Sea is combined with a high to the south of Tasmania. This high will extend a ridge over the state tomorrow as another low develops over the Bight. On to the waters. In the north, south to southwesterly winds up to 15 knots with seas around 1 metre. For the east, seas will be up to 2.5 metres on a southeasterly swell up to 4 metres. The south will have winds reaching up to 20 knots. Swell will be southwesterly and up to 3 metres. And in the west, winds up to 15 knots with seas below 1 metre. A strong wind warning is current for eastern coastal waters from the northern top of Flinders to Wineglass Bay. A road weather alert has also been issued for ice on susceptible roads tomorrow morning. Taking a look at the forecast for tomorrow. Showers about the south and east coasts, falling as snow above 700 metres but clearing around midday. Fine conditions will continue elsewhere. Another very cold start is expected though with widespread frost. Winds will be southerly, becoming variable and light. Interstate tomorrow, sunny conditions for Sydney, Melbourne and Canberra with a low of -4 expected for the capital. And looking ahead back in Tasmania, along the northwest coast, rain will increase on Thursday, but showers will start to clear by Saturday morning. For Launceston, the heaviest falls are expected on Friday with partly cloudy conditions in the days to follow. And in Hobart, a mostly sunny day on Thursday, heading for a top of 16 before rain develops in the evening. So best to keep your plans indoors if you can until the weekend. Bruce?
Good advice, Hayley. Thank you very much for that, and thank you for your company tonight in Tasmania this Tuesday, August 28th. That's ABC News.